Hi, this is Zach with Keaton's, and what we're going to do here is a little demonstration, little art demonstration, and something that we typically don't do, but if we get a good response with it, then it's something that we'll hopefully keep doing here in the future. And what we want to do is just highlight a few things with our Liquitex acrylic line. They have some of the coolest options that you can do with all their acrylics. They have anything from their standard heavy body and soft body that have been known years for, to inks, which are really thin, to even spray paint and also markers. So what we want to do is just a little demo of showing you how we can mix them together and how we can use them in conjunction.
Go ahead.
Okay, so Liquitex has 5 different options here within their acrylics. They have their typical heavy body, which they've been known for a long time. Of course, that's going to be their thickest, and that's going to give you a lot of different opportunities for various textures. You can also work it in with a palette knife and have it be thick in application, which this is just kind of a really cool bronze color. The metallics are always a lot of fun, so that's really cool. You get your texture. The next option that they have here are the soft body, which are going to be the next step down as far as thickness. And what you'll see there is it's going to be just a lot more smooth. So a lot thinner. Of course, you can use a brush and water and go to apply it. This is going to be nice because it's going to just dry flatter, and it's not going to have as much body for whatever applications you feel like you might need that for. And then the next option is they have these inks, which the inks are really cool. And as you can see, I'll pour it out here. Just very watery, very, very thin. But it's also very strong and concentrated. And if we go to use that here, I'll just put in a little water on my brush. And like I said, just very thin, very fluid, and it's got this really awesome turquoise color. So we got that option. And let's see, next option, let's do the marker. Now this is just acrylic paint in the marker, and some people are a little apprehensive to this, but the cool thing is that it's essentially drawing, but you're using acrylic paint, so you can go over top and get the same sort of effects. This happens to be one of the smaller ones that they have. It's a phthalo blue, but I mean, you can do your standard, pretty much anything you would do for drawing. Get it juiced up, go right ahead, and you can do outlines with it. They also come in these wider thicknesses as well that we sell. So that's a really cool option, and these are all workable and in conjunction with each other. And probably the coolest one in my opinion is the spray paint. And it's a water-based spray paint, so it's going to be different than a traditional, but however, so you can get nice lines there. You can go out further, get thicker lines really close, and you can kind of get this whole drippy effect if you like that. And so that's really cool. That's sort of the introduction of them, and then we can talk about how we can mix them together. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to start to mix in the different mediums, the different thicknesses of these paints, and we'll just kind of see what happens, because that's the big claim, is that these paints are intermixable across all lines. So let me see, I'm going to get a little bit more of this turquoise color. Look at that, just like water. And let's see what happens when I mix in some of this yellow spray paint with this turquoise. And you can see that's actually a cool effect in itself, but what it's doing is it's actually making this really cool green color. So you can see it's a little bit different, and even if you wanted to, when you're on the canvas, you can go in and add a little bit more. There's no real rules to any of this. It's just having fun is the key. And so you can see that is a different color, and you're mixing in spray paint with your acrylics, which hasn't really been done before. So that's really cool. Let's do the same thing with the soft body with that red. So again, just getting a clean brush here, and we'll go into that red paint here. So this is a soft body, like I said, which dries thinner and flatter. But again, let's just kind of mess around, see what happens when you add some yellow to it, and hopefully if we have enough, we're going to get this cool looking orange. So maybe add just a little bit more of it. Yeah, cool. That's even cool effects just happening right there. But as we go down here, you can see this is more of an orange compared to the straight red that we have coming out of it typically. And then so kind of have two dirty colors, but I just want to see what happens mixing the ink with the soft body and just kind of seeing what kind of effects we get there. And so this looks like it's gonna be a really dark magenta color. That's almost, yeah, that's a very dark. Very cool though. So again, this is just an idea. You know, hopefully this kind of gets you started with something for yourself. You know, you can get something across all the ranges here, but it's intermixable with each other. And so the goal is to not have any boundaries, but just to have fun. So that's the goal here. So Liquitex line, again, this is a small set, but we have all the full-size products here in our store. So if you want, you can come check out the display, and it'd be awesome.